All right, finally back and ready to recap Chicago. So it was my first time attending bridal market there, and I'm from New England. I have been to the New York bridal market several years in a row now, even from back when it was a little bit better organized pre-COVID. And I think the biggest difference that cannot be overstated is the convenience of having everything in one location. So everything was located at the Mart. In New York, everything is spread out between different venues, hotels, things like that. And so it was really nice to kind of see almost like a level playing field for all the brands in one setup, and seeing how each one decorated their booth and kind of presented themselves. That was really interesting. You kind of had to like make yourself stand out in a sea of vendors. The one thing that could be a downside to that is it can feel a little bit impersonal because there's a lot of people floating around. It's a little more like perusing, that sort of thing, more casual, versus New York, where you probably have to be a little bit more appointment oriented. And I think that would feel like a more personal experience for each retailer or person going out to see the collection. Another thing that I took away was, unfortunately, we're back to a huge lack of visualization of size inclusion. There's one company, Studio Lavana, their whole thing is size inclusivity and plus sizing. And so they were obviously there representing, they had beautiful models. I also happened to notice that Maggie Sotero had put some plus mannequins in their front display. So you can tell that there was an effort amongst a couple of brands, but a couple amongst a sea of many was not enough. And it was noticeably lacking in that department. So that was really unfortunate. Another big thing that was kind of on the minds of everyone is the tariffs and what's been going on. So there were a lot of questions around how people were handling that in terms of when they're getting in their collections or materials, if they're making accessories and things like that. So it's definitely top of mind, and I will share a QR link to, help in the fight with that. Another thing that was really kind of a bummer was, and I wasn't the only one who felt this way, is that a lot of things feel very boring. It feels very stale. Designs feel like a lot of rinse and repeat, where they're taking maybe a bestseller, changing something about it, and then pushing it back out of the line. I would love to see designers focus less on the depth of their collection or the breadth of their collection, and really go in on something innovative, new textiles, new finishes. But I do also think that this becomes a really great opportunity for us as sewing professionals to be able to customize and change some things up for the client. So if you have some imagination and you feel that you can push the envelope, I think that's a really great opportunity for us.